Crazy, I was actually working for Vivint, but I was actually in an in-home office, customer service, technical support, and also sales. Pretty great, you will be able to help people. A lot of people would call you frustrated. Everybody could have a bad day, but you were there to help them out. And in-home office, service, sales, technical support, but I was really looking for something else. Really wanted to go ahead and get out of my comfort zone. I felt that there was more to me than that I can meet, really, and I had to believe myself and had to take myself out of that comfort zone and being able to say, you know what, I gotta try something. I want to be successful, but I just can't hope for it to drop on my lap. I had to look for it, and I said, you know what, let's go ahead and try this out. It's a whole different situation. You're going up to people door to door, face to face. It's a whole different ballgame. People may think it's just a conversation, but there's people that actually need your help out there. So I said, I'm helping people, I'm making myself more confident, I'm working hard. Not only that, I'm actually protecting a family that actually needs it. So I said, you know what, this is the perfect opportunity, and I'm a man that really believes a lot in God, and I think God sent you my way and sent this opportunity my way. And I said, you know what, this is his way of telling me that I can be who I want to be. We're always nervous of not being able to accomplish the goals that we have in front of us. Not being able to, I wouldn't say meet the quota, but not being able to get up to the standards that we set for ourselves. So most of the times we say we want to do this, but we don't really do it, and because of the fear of failing or not being able to accomplish it the way that we wanted to. So I would definitely say being able to actually fail to myself, fail and being able to keep the word that I left back home, coming back successful to myself more than anything else, proving that I can be much more, and you're always going to have doubts. And I think that creates that same uncertainty that you mentioned before, but that's where you got to be able to pick up yourself and say, hey, you know what, today's a bad day, but tomorrow's going to be better. What I would probably make in a year in an in-home office, even with the same company, I think I made it in 2 or 3 months. How I made it, work hard, being out there. It's not easy. I'll put that out right now. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Tell me one successful story that has been easy. There's none, right? So when it comes to money-wise, you're going to be able to do much with it. This is changing life money. And not only that, the way that they give you access to come over here, it's not easy. You don't really spend a dime out of your pocket. You get everything paid for. Not only that, when you go back with the type of currency you go back home with, you can start your life over. Build your own company, invest, give yourself certain delights that you wouldn't able to give it before. So if I want to put it mathematically, I would say I was winning at 1, now I'm winning at 20 times. I think there's 2 really, adaptation and resiliency. Why? You gotta adapt yourself to your surroundings. Very simply is why is that everybody's different. Everybody has a different approach. Not everybody's gonna be welcome to you. Some people, like I said to you before, maybe having just a bad day and it's nothing personal. I think you always have to have that in mind, that it's not a personal thing. Being able to bounce back from failure, saying, hey, you know what, this wasn't my door, but I'm gonna be able to help somebody else. Being adapt yourself to failure and saying where I went wrong, what I did wrong, or how can I approach it differently. I think that's very important. And being resilient I think it's a daily thing, man, really, because sometimes, like a very wise man said, you're gonna eat caviar some days, and some days you're gonna eat broken glass, and that's not easy to swallow. So being able to bounce back every time you drop down, you get back up, you're gonna fall. That's a must, but how you pick yourself back up, that's what's important. I would definitely go ahead and say mostly, though, it was actually the first few days. Being able to see that I wasn't really getting things my way, right? Not being able to get the doors I wanted to, not be able to help the people I was looking for, and really coming short of the goal that I was looking for at the beginning. So first few weeks were hard. They were really hard. Being away from my family. I actually came, not trying to get personal or anything, but I actually came right after my grandmother passed away. So I owe her my life and everything I've done here so far to her. Because of her, I'm here. Why is that? I was able to, God gave me the blessing to be able to talk to her before she passed away, and she told me to take a shot. So I felt that I owed that to her. So quitting was in the back of my mind, but I couldn't just go through that because I had people like yourself pushing me, and I have my teammates, I had great coworkers, team leads. But most of all, my grandma believed in me, so why couldn't I not believe in myself? You either be successful or you're not. There's no in between with it. Easy and simple as that, right? You got to take a leap of faith. At the end of the day, you become what you want to become, you know. It's not easy, like I said to you guys before. It's never going to be easy. Nothing good is easy. So take yourself out of that comfort box. Take that doubt out of your mind. If it takes you 5 days, a week, 3 months, it's okay. It's all right to have that doubt. But this one job is going to be able to show you that you're more capable of anything else in the world. A lot of people say, oh, when you're door knocking, get a real job. This is a lot harder than what anybody can imagine. But it's even more satisfying than any other job. Yeah, the sales are cool. The money's cool too. But you know what's cooler? When you're leaving somebody's house and you know that they're satisfied with what they're getting and they feel protected at night. You know, oh, I left my house. Who's going to watch my kids? You're going to watch your kids. How am I going to do that with the Vivint service that I have? And how is that possible? Because there's no other way to put it than we are the best out there. So take the chance, you know what I mean? Get out of your comfort box, get out here, make money, help people, and be successful, man. A lot of people think, oh, it can't happen to me, right? And I told you this personally. Look, John F. Kennedy, he was the top president of the world, right? Put it that way, the United States. And he thought he was secure, and look what happened to him. A lot of times we leave things for last moment, so until something bad's happened to us, we want to react. Why would you want to do that? What's the first thing you do when you get a car? Before you put gas in it, the first thing you're going to do is put in insurance. Why? Because you want to go ahead and be preventive, and that's what we are. We're trying to be one step ahead, reporting all stuff out there instead of you doing it for yourself. So just people that are unconscious of life being or getting hectic at some times, and we're here to go ahead and make life easier for them. Easy and simple as that. First couple of weeks were hard. Somebody once told me, don't go ahead and get comfortable with less. Somebody also told me, don't get PhD and upgrades. And because of that, that actually helped me to actually start making new deals. And now that one person is, I think, one of the best managers I've had so far. So yeah, you're not full of shit. You're a pretty great guy, excellent boss. Yeah, man, I really can't complain at this point. So I take back any type of shit I talk. You remember what you told me? Right, someday you're gonna eat glass and get kicked in the nuts. Yeah, you're gonna get that, but sometimes you're gonna sit back, champagne, caviar. Ain't nothing better than that, baby, trust me. I got 3 ingredients for that. You, shout out to JC, by the way, and myself. You told me, Arley, are you coming here just to sell, or are you coming here to be successful? So when you said that, I'm like, I can't keep settling for less, man. I just really can't wasting my time. You made me look at it this way, Arley, if you don't do it, nobody's gonna be able to do it, man. And JC said, look, man, you either successful or you're not. There's no in between, like I told you guys before. So when you guys told me that, and I sat down and talked to both of you guys, that's when I kicked in. And I said, you know what? I'm not leaving from here without achieving the goal, which was 30. I'm over that. I know it's a minimum goal, but when I come back, it's going to be 60 and so on. If I can surpass that, it's going to be so. So my ingredients, great people around you, self-confidence, watch what you eat, what you see, and what you study. Not only that, don't ever give up, and make sure that every door you hit is going to be a sale, and if it's not, there's a million and one more doors out there to hit.